and I'm just waiting for a signal that the broadcast is about to start, and it's going through its first stage. It's doing something different today. So I'm going over there and click that. And I'm back in the studio with seconds to spare, and hopefully the signal will go through to Amazon Live, and we'll be underway. Again, I'm waiting for a signal to come through. I'm actually trying something different today, and it may take a second or two longer for the signal to go through to Amazon Live. So let's see what's happening in the background. Oh, wonderful. Okay, just let me check this out. We're not live on Amazon yet. I'm trying to sign in to a site. Just give me a second. And it's saying stream not yet up. It is now. So let's try again, and we'll go for Amazon Live. Okay, so we're waiting for a moment, and it says now that it's got through to Amazon Live, and I'm just waiting for my iPad to notify me that everything is well. Fingers and toes crossed at the moment. It may or may not. It is right. Okay, and we are live on Amazon Live. Whew. You know, sometimes you think, should I go with the old tried and tested method, or should I try something which is, well, which has more possibilities? When I first started going on Amazon Live, I was using OBS because that's the simplest thing to do. Get OBS, key in the server key for Amazon Live, key in the URL, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Now, today I'm doing something totally different. Okay, this is, as always, is a world first. And if you watch me on Facebook, thank you. If you are in the Facebook group, then I can see your comments, and all is good. So I suppose I better tell you a little bit about where I'm coming from. I'm based in the UK, in Wiltshire in England, and this is the end of my 5th week on Amazon Live, and I'm quite enjoying myself. And just make sure that I'm still live. Yeah, I'm still live. So hello, Amazon Live. And I'm going to get a comment coming in. Just say hello to Corinda. Corinda, I'm live on Amazon again. Right. It's right. Just to answer Corinda before we actually get it totally underway, because Corinda treats this as being a normal show. Where was you and Nick? Today's a bank holiday, so with no show today. And over to Corinda. And Nick's here. Nick, I couldn't resist, because it's a cold bank holiday, and my office is nice and warm, so I thought I'd come into the office. And today, actually, we're streaming out on Amazon Live, but we're actually using something different. Shall I share my screen and tell you a little bit about what I'm doing? Because this is quite interesting, and it could lead to a lot of different places. So I'm going to do a screen share. If it'll let me, it will. And I'm going to go over to here. Okay, and then step by step. I spoke to you about this earlier in the week, Nick. I'm now sharing a screen, and I'll go picture in picture. And of course, I'm going to shrink myself by using a different theme. So there I am in a moment, momentarily. That one. I'm shrunk, so I'm not taking up as much space. That's a lot better. The screen you're actually looking at is the OneStream screen. And as I mentioned, we're actually broadcasting out to OneStream, and you can see me there. And then the next thing I did was to tick the button which says Amazon Live. And basically my signal is going from my studio, which you see me in now, over to OneStream, then out to Amazon Live. Now, the thing I noticed when setting this up is that the URL and the stream key for Amazon are actually consistent. So it's a fixed URL. So I just need to key it into OneStream once. And this signal will then go out to Amazon Live, which is what's happening at the moment. The second thing in relation to that is that in addition to going out on Amazon Live, I'm just going to hide that for a moment and bring in another screen share, just by way of explanation. And that's the one. Okay, so I'm going to bring that screen share up on screen. And as you can see, I'll go picture in picture, got there in the end. This is my website. And the first benefit of actually going through OneStream, as you can see, this is 3 HTML5 players compared, okay? Comparing the HTML5 video players. And further down, you can see I'm actually live on OneStream. So what I've been able to do, in addition to going live on Amazon Live, is to go live on OneStream at the same time. And this is another step forward. It means you can go on Amazon Live and to your website. I've only got one presence on Facebook at the moment, and everything else is outside Facebook. Now, I think I've noticed about streaming on Amazon, and say hello to everybody who's watching on Amazon. This broadcast is being simulcast, which is the buzzword of the moment, and it's been simulcast to my website. So we're live on Amazon Live, and we're live on my website all at the same time through a program called, if I scroll down a bit here on the right hand side, I should come up against, just a minute, we'll get there in a second. Program that you can see at the moment is a program called OneStream Live. And it's actually taking the signal. Let's just go back a moment to hide that screen share and bring up the other screen share, which I'm going to try and find. One of the things is you've got so many things in your carousel that you get confused as to exactly where they are. So this is the OneStream website. Now, as you can see underneath, what I have, I'll take the title off so you can see a bit more clearly. If you can go full screen, please do. But you can see underneath all my social media connections. And as I scroll down, you can see Amazon Live, you can see Facebook pages. And if I want to go live on a Facebook page, all I need to do is to press go live. And this broadcast, I can, let's put a quick title in. Testing and start broadcast. Okay, so I can pick out places I want to go live to. And if I go to this one, which is VI Loud, back to me for a minute. It's now going to go out to a second website browser. So the thing is, from here, I can go live on up to 30 to 40 different destinations, as well as Amazon Live. My concentration is on Amazon Live. I've got a sound in the background. Just a minute. He's now going to go to this technical website browser. Okay, if you heard that, then that's because the second website actually started. This to me, this is magic. To be able to go from your desktop to content delivery network and then out to other places. Now, what is a content delivery network? That's a fair question. It's a system which takes your broadcast signal, your data, your voice, your audio, and transmits it from you to their servers, and then from their servers out into the wild world. This is the way that CNN, NBC, BBC, you name it, this is the technology they use to actually have their video showing on a web page. So a lot of the video you see on Facebook is actually coming from a content delivery network. And the one that we're looking at today is one called OneStream.live. And it's the first time I've done it this way. I'm broadcasting from my studio here over to OneStream, there or there. And then from OneStream, it's going out now to two web pages and to Facebook as well. And from here, I can control up to 40 different destinations. I can switch them on and off. Yeah, and that's the beauty of it. You could actually have a rolling broadcast. So I could start off on Amazon Live, then go over to Facebook, then over to YouTube, then over to LinkedIn, then over to Twitch, then to Twitter, and then I can come back to Amazon Live, all within the space of the same broadcast. This is having great control over your broadcast. But the first thing we've got to be able to do is to actually get a broadcast on the road in the first place. So I'm going to stop that, and we'll come back to that throughout the broadcast because it's running away. It's running in the background, and I don't need to do anything to it, hopefully. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Okay, this is how I look normally. This is one of my soft lights, which I'll turn around. That's a soft light. Now, I've got two. One is on the left-hand side of me, one is on the right-hand side of me. They're responsible for the lighting, okay? The fact that you can see me. It's going dark outside. The room lights won't cut it because I get shadows everywhere. With two soft boxes, one either side of me, then I can have good lighting all year round. And if you're wondering which soft boxes are available on Amazon, and thank you for watching live. We're going to go through a ton of stuff in this session, some of which I have not touched on before because some of this I'm doing for the first time. Right, okay. If you're going to live broadcast, lighting is the key. And I'm just making sure I don't drop anything on the floor. Lighting is the key. It's the difference between a quality broadcast and a broadcast. Okay. If you want a good quality broadcast, you have to have good lighting. Now, lighting need not be expensive, but you can see down in the carousel, the lights I've suggested are $56.99. Okay, and it is plug and play. I mean, you just plug it in, switch the lights on, go. There's no setting up to do. It's all been done for you. Each of the soft boxes has got bulbs inside which can be readily replaced, so there's no problem on that score. And it does give a good quality broadcast, especially in, I mean, the thing is that if I didn't have these soft lights at the side of me, I couldn't broadcast in the evening, just not possible. I have to say, right, I can't broadcast after 8 p.m. my time, 3 p.m. Eastern, and accept that as being a limitation. Now, with the soft lights, I can go live 24/7. So at the moment, I'm going live on Amazon Live. I'm live today at 1 o'clock. I'm live, 11 a.m. today, 12 p.m. tomorrow, 2 p.m. on Wednesday, and I'm going to have to remember these. I'm also live on Thursday with the same show, similar show. It's got the same title, which because we had a hectic start, which I will recap in a moment. But lighting is a very important part of live broadcasting and setting up your studio. So I suppose I better say, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me. This is Lights, Camera, Action, and this is everything live broadcasting. Okay. I'm a live broadcaster. I go live this time a week, and I now go live 4 times a week on Amazon Live. So you catch me everywhere. You catch me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and I'm interested in broadcasting to your website, which I've just demonstrated, and I use this as networking. So I'm going to put this on screen just for a moment. One of the things I have been doing is going through, and again I'll go picture in picture, is I've been going through and I've been revamping everything to fit with Amazon Live. I've got to remember, I've done 2,000 shows, but they've been nowhere near Amazon Live, and I love being live here, and I want to get it right. But so I went out at the weekend and I got 2 new stickers, and I want to talk to you about them now. Ask me questions in the chat. These stickers are from Amazon. If you've got any questions about the products that I'm showing, then please do ask in the chat. Okay, because I will try my best to answer them. If I don't know the answer, then I know somebody does, and if I can't answer it today, then I'll answer it on Thursday. If I can't do that, then I'll put up a web page and put the answer there, and you can go and visit the web page, and I'll give out the link in the next show. In fact, that's a good idea, to have a web page dedicated to Amazon Live where I can put any answers to questions. So if you've got a question, put it in the chat box. If you just want to say hello and say where you are, that'd be brilliant. Because I tell you where I am. I'm in Wiltshire in the UK, and broadcasting out on Amazon Live, and grateful to do so. The other thing is, as I say, I go live 4 times a week. This is another Amazon Live sticker. It says, don't forget to click the follow button. The follow button is underneath this video that you're watching on Amazon Live. Basically, it's simple and straightforward. If you press that button, you will not be contacted by me. Okay, this is not an email sign up, nowhere near that. All that happens is, if you sign up and follow me, you'll get notified when I go live. Now, that's a maximum of 4 pings per week, or it might even go per show. I don't know. If you want to try it out for me, then all you need to do is actually just type in the comments, and we'll see how it goes. So that's it. If you do want to say anything, if you want to stop by, if you want to say anything, then please do. Please do. Okay, so back to me. Self-promotion is something I'm getting into very, very slowly. And the other thing is, if you are listening, thank you. If you're watching, thank you. If you're watching and listening, then thank you so much for actually joining me today. Right, now, down in your carousel, I'm very fortunate today in that, I hope I can find it. I'm going to have to reorganize this carousel so I can actually find things when I want them. You know, as you put something down, you think you remember where it was. Bear with me a moment. We'll get there. It'll be worth it. It will be worth it. I just need to find it. It's got to be in here somewhere. I think I should put the carousel in the order of how I'm going to talk about things. It's quite possible that it's not actually in the carousel anymore. Oh, good. Do you know what? I've gone and made a video about something that's not in the carousel. That's not too clever, is it? Okay, well, that's that part. Oh, right, okay. I do, however, have a video about something else in the carousel. What I'm doing is, for products that I include weekly, I'm actually making short videos to tell you a little bit more about it, because it's difficult to actually, well, Hopefully this will help when it comes to looking at the IPvo stand, which is featured at the moment. So I'm going to bring the video up on screen. I'm going to go take myself off solo, hide that because we don't need that, put the video full screen, and here's a video I made in relation to the IPvo, and you'll still see me, but my voice will come from the video. Let's just see what this looks like. This is a first. This is a world premiere. Nobody has seen this video before. If it works, that other people will see it. If it doesn't, well, it's the practice. Show my mobile camera on screen. So let's have a look at the IPvo, and here it is in real life. This is the IPvo stand. It has joints. It has, first of all, it's got a very solid base. This is a very capable, weighty piece of equipment, and it's not going to fall over. It's got a small footprint, and it has two places you can actually adjust. One is there, and the second is there, and you can adjust the stand, and you can see it's very sturdy. You can adjust the stand, and then your camera, which can be an Android or an iPhone, you can just turn it through 360 degrees until you get the picture you want. Now, if you're doing craft demonstrations, if you're doing cooking demonstrations, then the IPvo Uplift is the piece of kit that you should consider, because it is solidly built. It's got a small footprint. It's got two joints which you can adjust. The camera is capable of going through 360 degrees, and I enjoy using it. It's just a solid piece of kit. When you put it down, it won't fall over. Okay, it's very, very sturdy. So the IPvo has my vote, and well, that's it really. I mean, basically what we're looking for in a stand is that it is stable, it can be positioned, and there are two joints on the IPvo Uplift which allow you to do that, and you can just set it and forget it. Simple as that. Okay, and you can do all your demonstration, cooking demonstration, drawing demonstration, craft demonstration. This will hold your camera and will hold it steady. So the IPvo Uplift is my stand of choice when doing demonstrations on live video. Of choice when doing demonstrations on live video. All right, okay, and I'm back now. A couple of things about that video. Basically, it's a lot easier for me to actually sit down and think out a short script and then talk to the script, and using a piece of software I found this week, which is XSplit Presenter. XSplit Presenter is great for making videos like this, because you can have a combination of yourself, one camera or two cameras, you can have images, you can have you can even draw on the screen. It's quite a wonderful piece of software. So if you are into making product videos, then check out XSplit Presenter. So that's my software of the week, and just to show that I actually do have, I'm not borrowed it, this is, I'll come back to me. This is my IPvo stand. It is such a solid piece of kit, and it does have the two joints which you can set and put your camera in, twirl it around 360 degrees, and it's an overhead camera, so it's ideal for doing demonstrations. So you've got me on screen, and then you've got this camera pointing at a demonstration area, which could be cookery, it could be drawing, it could be art, it could be craft, anything where you want a second camera to actually show what you're doing. Okay, so you've got a talking head, which is me, and then you've got the practical head, which is on the IPVO. And it's a great combination. And thank you to Chris, who actually told me about the IPVO. I mean, I was so impressed by it that I went straight to Amazon and bought one, and it's featured in many of the videos I've done over the last few months. I think I bought it earlier this year, so it's a very useful piece of kit. Okay, so that's the IPVO, and thank you for watching live. This is Stephen from Wiltshire in England, and I'm going to go back to the beginning before we go on to something new. Okay, now there are many things which form a part of the quality of a live broadcast, and this show is all about live broadcasting. And the first of those is your computer. 18 months ago, I invested in a Microsoft Surface Book 2. It's absolutely, it's a workhorse. It's got 16 gig of RAM, 1 terabyte hard drive, and 2 graphics processors. So the most powerful machine. When it came out and when it's reviewed, it was reviewed as being the best laptop of the year, which says something. Now, Microsoft have been building this sort of kit for quite a while now, and the design is, as you can see from the photograph, is so sleek. It's absolutely I love it. I mean, it's actually how good is it? Well, it's actually controlling the broadcast that's going out today. So this is coming from my Microsoft Surface Book 2. Now, 16 gig of RAM, 1 terabyte hard drive, and twin graphics processors. That's important because if I want to go like this, then it needs the graphic processors to do it. And the fact it's got 2 and it's balancing the load between the 2, absolutely brilliant. So it gets me on to my next topic. After I've talked about something else, let's just go back to where I was. So this is me just with a green screen. Now, Surface Book 2 has been superseded. That's why, I mean, basically, when I paid for it, it was $3,000. It's now $1,849. But its big brother is the Microsoft Surface Book 3, and this is 32 gig of RAM, faster processors, still a 1 terabyte hard drive, and if it's on my wish list. This Microsoft Surface Book 2 is on my wish list because I'm so blown away by the quality of the Surface Book 2 that I'm quite happy to upgrade to a Surface Book 3 in probably 6 to 9 months' time. I've got to get some money's worth out of the Surface Book 2 first. But with a 1 terabyte hard drive, plenty of space, and it is. I mean, I keep using this term workhorse. It eats anything that you give it. Yeah, and I'm just saying, just take a look at the reviews. Now, one of the things, because the Surface Book 2 is a laptop. Laptop keyboards, even the Microsoft keyboard, is absolutely brilliant. But I also invested in, because what happened was this: my Microsoft Surface Book 2 is off over here, so I kept going over here to type, which is distracting. Yeah, what's he up to? What's he doing? Why is he going over there? Well, he's going over there because he's got to reach the keyboard. The keyboard's over there. Now, with this external keyboard, I'm trying to get it on screen, give it. Yeah, this is why I make videos, because live presenting is an art. And trying to show, have you ever tried to show a keyboard on screen? It's just, if I turn it that way, right, okay, but you can't see me now. Right, okay, I'll have to do a product demonstration for the Microsoft keyboard and do it in XSplit Presenter. And I'll bring the video with me either Thursday or next week. I can see myself making a lot of videos because demoing live, something's going to go not quite right. Okay, you're watching Stephen in Wiltshire in England. I live close by Stonehenge, and Salisbury, beautiful part of the country. I'm into mobile video. I'm into walking. I don't know whether there is a Fitbit down in the carousel, but I love my Fitbit. Basically try to do 10,000 steps a day and realistically get around about 8, but it keeps me fit. So there should be a Fitbit somewhere in the carousel. If you are listening to me, thank you. And a lot of people do press the unmute button. I am eternally grateful for doing that and for clicking the carousel as well. Now, there are 40 items, 38 items in the carousel. You can scroll across, click any you're interested in. This page with me on will stay open, but you get a new tab and you can have a look at the item whilst you're listening to me, and all's good. Right. So we've got the computer. The computer is, for me, a Microsoft Surface Book 2, but I'm also looking at Dell's. And the camera you're looking at today, and this is important, I'm using a Logitech Brio camera. This is the camera. This is the quality of the video. Now, point to make here. We can broadcast out at 720p, 1080p, and 4K. Okay, that's the resolution. The Brio camera can do 4K. 4K. That's pretty big. There's something I want you to bear in mind when you're actually doing a live broadcast, whether it's on Be Live or StreamYard or Restream or wherever it is there's a difference between, nobody broadcasts at 4K. One day we will all broadcast at 4K because they're the most awesome broadband. At the moment we can't. It's just not possible. You couldn't get the upload speed at the moment. So we're all living with 720 and 1080. Now, 720 is the resolution that you see now. 720 is very kind if you've got wrinkles. Yep. I'm just saying, I noticed that when I looked on my mobile camera, I looked a little bit older than I do on here now. 720 is the standard broadcasting arrangement, 1080 by 720. Sorry, take that. The next step up is 1080, which is a better resolution, which means better quality picture. It looks better. But if you're being viewed by somebody who's on mobile phone, you're sending them twice as much data as you need to. Yeah, because on their phone, they're seeing the video, they're seeing the audio, listening to the audio, they're getting the data as well. Okay, if I put this on screen now, okay, then that's the data part I'm talking about. That's not part of my screen. That's a separate piece of data transmitted separately. So if you go out at 1080p, you're actually costing people money, because if they have a fixed contract where they pay for their internet, yeah, so it's kinder to do like I'm doing today and go 720p. Yeah, it's and it's a lot easier for your internet as well. Okay, because you're not sending as much data out. Simple as that. So your computer is happier. So I'm using the Brio, which is the top of the range. Now, I started off with a C920, and the majority of people who do live broadcasting actually broadcast using a C920, or now, more likely, they are using the camera I've got on the carousel at the moment. It's the C922X. Now, C922X, 720, 1080p, not a problem. It's a well-respected camera, and I know more and more people are actually buying it. It's midway between the 920 and the Brio, and it is a good solid camera. Now, if you're buying a camera and you're buying a Logitech camera, you need to take advantage of something. If you buy a Logitech camera, you can download Logitech Capture from the Logitech website. All you need to do is to go to Google search, type in Logitech Capture, and then you can download the Capture software. Yeah? Capture software allows you to, free software, allows you to zoom in and zoom out, far back as you want, to pan left and right, to go up and down, to change the contrast, to change the color, to change everything in relation to the camera can be controlled from Logitech Capture, and it's free, and you should download it now if you've got Logitech camera. Yeah, I've got a copy. I'm using something else today though, but if you've got a Logitech camera, download that software for free from the official Logitech site, and it will give new life to your camera. Okay, now this is me. This is my green screen. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a little bit about green screens. So I'm going to stop sharing that, and I'm going to screen share. Bear with me a moment. This takes but a second, but I need to do it in the right order. And I'm going to go over to Apps, XSplit VCam. Okay, now I am going to show you, I just need to bring this into my studio. I'm going to show you one set of background removal software, but the thing I want you to remember is this. You'll see what a background screen removal system can do momentarily, but in order for it to work properly, you need to have a green screen. You'll find the green screen that I'm using, he said, hopefully, back down in the carousel. Got it. Okay. Highlighting the carousel now is my green screen. This is it. Now, the thing about this green screen is it's scrunchable. I can push the sides in and I can lift it and take it anywhere on the premises. Okay. It also comes with a bag, so you can fold it right down. It takes a bit of practice, but you can fold it right down. You can carry it anywhere with you. Yeah. So it is a truly portable green screen. It weighs not a lot, but in order to get background removal software to work properly, you need to have a green screen behind you. Okay, this is the best that I found shopping around last year. It might have been, well, no, it is the best I've found. Okay, it's reversible. This side is green, the other side is blue, so you can change it. But having changed it, this is what you can do. So I'm going to bring it up on screen, but I'm going to put it. So hang on, I'm going to bring it up on screen. Well, give me a second. Okay, because you don't want to see two of me on screen. That you don't want. So I'm just waiting a moment. Okay, that worked not. Okay, try again. One of the things about live video, and you get used to this pretty soon, is that things are not going to go smoothly all the time. And you've got to be prepared for when things go wrong, as they undoubtedly will. Yeah. Now, if you have a situation like I had then where my studio wasn't behaving as it should do, just stay calm, stay cool, and just carry on with the show. This that I'm showing you now works with your Logitech camera. You need a camera first. You need a Logitech or a Kaio camera, and then you can select your camera in the XSplit VCam software simply by clicking on the drop down there, and you can change cameras. Okay. Having got the camera, the next thing we need is to calibrate, and that's up here in the menu. And if I click in the right place, we'll find it. I go and I actually calibrate the camera. I'm not going to do that now because obviously I'm live on air, and if I calibrate the camera, my screen will go blank. You won't hear a word. So calibration is key, because that takes your room lighting into consideration, takes your extra lighting into consideration, and decides on the best possible output for your camera on the green screen. Calibration, I calibrate once a week, because if there is a problem, then you want to find it before you go live, because if you find the problem when you go live, then it's always going to be difficult. Right, but with that green screen, I can now change my background. And it's as easy as that. As you can see from my mouse, which is hovering everywhere at the moment, I can simply change the background. Okay. Now, just a thought here. I'm going to come here. I've got an acid test of a green screen. Okay, that is moving your hands. If you can count my fingers, if you can see 10 fingers there, then the green screen is perfect. This is as good as you can get. And I'm moving my hands, and it's only losing a little bit. If you're going to use a green screen, then one of the things you've got to learn is don't play statues, but don't move about too much. Yeah, because you're making the green screen background removal green screen software work harder. The more you move, the harder it's got to work. And this is my test. If I find some new green screen software, then I do the hand test to make sure that it's wherever I go on this screen. Yeah, but I can change backdrops. Now, the thing to be wary of, this one works quite well, but what you can get, if you get a backdrop which is light at the top, then I will get a halo, or if not a halo, I know I've got a Stonehenge picture and the beautiful sky at the top, but it looks like my hair is blowing in the wind. Yeah, if I can find it, I will. The thing is, you come to favorite backgrounds. If I want to change my mood, you know that music changes people's moods. It does. We know it does. We can put we can play an MP3. I got told off the other day. I was talking about CDs, and my co-host said, "People watching won't know what CDs are." So from now on, I'm going to talk about MP3s, not CDs. So MP3s can change your mood. So can a background picture. To make a point, if I go up to the top of the list here, if I was doing a program in French, then I can quickly get the French flag behind me. If I was doing a program in German, I can get the German flag behind me. I can set the mood. When Angelica's my partner, when Angelica and I on every other Friday, do a broadcast which is about learning German. And we try to feature towns in Germany. Okay, we did an A to Z of German towns and told a little bit about each town. So you can use a background to help tell a story. Every time we visit a new town, I collect a new background. Yeah, which means that I've now got a fantastic collection of German towns in my background. As you can see, I've got lots of plain colors as well, because it's always good to just switch over. This one, I'm not sure about this one. No, if you don't want one, then you can delete it. Okay, so that one's gone. I'm going to go over to this one instead. Hopefully I won't break things. And if I've broken things, okay. Right, this is my local church, St. James's Church in Devizes in England. And I use that background. Now, if I want to change my background, then I can use any of my photographs. Okay, I can upload it from my hard drive, and I can use a photograph from my hard drive. I can use a YouTube video. If you've got a YouTube video you want to loop in the background, providing two things: one, it's public, and two, it's not copyrighted music, then you can play a video in your background whilst you're live. If you wished, you could have, hang on, that didn't work right, did it? Oh dear, I'm still here, but let me go back to the software. I'm back now. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. I know I shouldn't have done that. With hindsight, I will never do that again. But this time round, okay, the other thing I can do is I can get a photograph off Unsplash. Unsplash.com is a site where photographers put their images so that we can all use them. It's a free resource. And if I type into here, if I could spell, and press the search button, then I will get images from Texas, and it's downloading that. I don't need to download it though. I can just click on it and it's telling me I've got too many images. Okay, we'll accept that. But you get my point. You can go to Unsplash, you can get a background, and you can personalize your broadcast simply by downloading a background from Unsplash. Okay, and it downloads directly into XSplit, which is absolutely most amazing piece of software. It's by the same people who did XSplit Presenter, which I was talking about earlier, which allows you to build presentations up. And I'll be showing that on Thursday. Okay, let's go. Hopefully, I'm waiting for this to work. Yep. Let's go back to me. I'm going to switch to a clear background. You've seen how I've done this. So I'm going back to my original background. I love virtual cameras. I love background removal software. XSplit VCam is the best I've come across. And the Logitech camera, I've always had a Logitech C920, 922X, and now the Brio. And you'll find my green screen, this one, down in the carousel. And do try it out. Yeah. I mean, basically, the reason I use a green screen is because my office is okay. It's what you can see of it is fairly tidy. But if I was to sort of zoom out, you would see that it's not. And the other thing is that it adds a certain je ne sais quoi, a certain thing to your live broadcast to be able to change your background, change your mood, tell a story using the background. And it works. I know it works. I've been using green screens now for 2.5 years, and it makes things a lot more interesting for everybody who's watching, and being honest, for me too. Okay, where do we go now? Again, if you've any questions about live broadcasting, and thank you for watching live, then please do ask them. I'm just going to bring this up on screen. I'm going to hide that and hide that and go. Okay, just full screen. You're watching Lights, Camera, Action with Stephen from Wiltshire in England. You can ask, top right, you can ask me questions in the chat. And if you enjoy what you're watching now, and I hope you do, then you can click the follow button, which is down below the image you're actually watching on Amazon. Okay. If you're watching but you're not on Amazon, then the link to join me on Amazon is up above. I use a program called a Viral Dashboard. And before I come live on Amazon, I send a notification out to many of my social media areas saying, that's the link. Click the link and you can join me on Amazon Live. And then when I start talking about the carousel, you'll know what I'm talking about because it's only visible on Amazon Live. So I send a lot of things out to promote this broadcast, but I'm very grateful if you're actually joining me to watch live. So that's the camera I'm showing at the moment is the 922X, which according to a survey that I did recently, is one of the most popular cameras. You could also broadcast live with a GoPro, and I would love to do that. Okay, my sound today and every day and for the last 12 months has been provided by the microphone that's down in the carousel. So this is the acid test. If my voice sounds okay to you, then check out this microphone, and hopefully it does. I do test recordings locally to make sure that the camera and the microphone are working as I want them, because it's very important. Testing is important. You shouldn't just go live. I tested this morning before going live this afternoon, UK time, and it costs a lot of hassle. If you test before you go live, then you'll have fewer problems when you do go live. The other thing is, if you are doing a broadcast and you've got guests on your broadcast, then you should, because I do a lot of shows. This is the only show where I broadcast solo. Yeah, it's just me on screen. When I do the shows on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, they're all multi-people shows. So normally I would have a show today with Nick Wood, and tomorrow I've got this back on tomorrow. Wednesday we've got our Restream team, and that's a team of 10 of us from around the globe, and we're live at 12 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. You can catch us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and everywhere else, including the website. In addition to that, I've got a broadcast on Thursday. It's called Blubbing for Britain. Now, Blubbing for Britain is an institution. This week sees episode 293. That's right. We've been broadcasting as a team for 293 weeks, and we kept the team together, and we'll be broadcasting on Thursday. Now, unfortunately, this is the one show which is in UK time. I normally work in Eastern time. It's a lot easier for me. I've worked in Eastern time for years because basically that's where my broadcasts are seen most. Yeah. The Thursday Blubbing for Britain episode 293 is at 10 a.m. UK time, which is 5 a.m. Eastern, which I appreciate is a bit early, but we do get viewers from the US and Canada actually coming on the show. I also, as I may have mentioned or may not have mentioned, I work for BeLive. I'm a content creator for BeLive. But John Upton and I also do a weekly broadcast for InVideo. Now, if you've not tried InVideo, that's INVIDEO. Then if you want to create short form business content using a mixture of stock video, stock music, your video, your music, with overlays, well, I lost count of the overlays. It's just a brilliant piece of software to actually create business videos with. And John Upton and I do a show 11 a.m. Eastern every Thursday in the InVideo group. And the software is a joy to use, and it does what it's supposed to. Okay, as you've probably gathered by now, I love software. I'm a software guy. Before I got involved in live video, I was, and still am. I can design software. I used to I can got a copy of Delphi on my machine. I could put a program together. I used to write software, well, and then I got into live video, and I've been in live video for 6 years, and I never look back. Live video to me is the most amazing way of meeting people and networking. That's what the 6 shows that I do off Amazon Live are. They're all about meeting people and networking and getting on with people. And this is too, which is why I would love, if you are watching live, to actually hear from you. And if you can make a comment, break the ice. Because let's face it, my concentration now is on this screen in talking to you. If I go off to other places, then I'm ignoring you, and I'm not about to do that. Okay, so basically, I just want to talk about several things. Most of the people who are broadcasting to Amazon Live are using OBS. OBS is a brilliant free product, been around for years. I'm not on OBS today, just to let you know. I'm going to take that logo off because that's not the logo I want. I'm broadcasting on BeLive, which means that I can have 4 people on screen, but OBS is absolutely brilliant. There is a product by Steve Seguin, who's a Canadian, and it's called OBS.Ninja. If you're looking to have more than one person on screen with OBS, then check out OBS Ninja. If you go to YouTube and you type in my name, that didn't work, did it? Let's try again. If you type in my name, I'm trying here. I've broken it. I'm going to go off screen again. I know I am. No, I'm not. Right, if you type in Stephen Healy, you find me on. It's like I've got a delayed reaction in the studio. If you type in Stephen Healy, you'll find me on Amazon Live, obviously, on YouTube, Twitter and Twitch. On YouTube, I've got a range of videos I've done over the last years, all about major aspects of broadcasting. But I said earlier that we're not coming in via OBS. I'll just take my name off for a second. I'm broadcasting in today. I'm just looking for something. This is my looking for something face. I got rid of it. Okay, that's why I can't see it. I actually got rid of it. Let me come over here and put myself full screen. Lights, camera, action with Stephen. Monday show goes out 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. in the UK. And it's all about live video. And it's about anything that comes into my head, any questions you've got. And it's a look at some of the best kit that's available for you on Amazon. And I'm just going to scroll through. And again, while I'm doing this, thank you for watching live. Okay, and just want to find out. Okay, when this video's finished, I'll download it and then edit it. And my favorite editor is the one that's showing the carousel at the moment, which is Camtasia. Camtasia I've used for the last 5 years, renew it every year, and it is the best editing software that I found. It can do anything. You can trim anywhere in a video. You can add additional audio. You can splice videos together. You can export to your local drive. You can send it to YouTube. You can send it to Facebook. You can send it wherever you want to send it. But the Camtasia editor, which is on your desktop, is available on Windows or Mac, is, to my mind, I mean, I've tried lots of other editors, but for desktop editors, Camtasia is the one that I actually enjoy using most. Okay, and when I started on Amazon Live, I had to get an iPad. This is my iPad. I'll prove it's my iPad. But I wanted to make further use of it. So I thought, excuse me a moment. What I actually need, I'm bringing in a friend. Okay, what I actually need is a stand. Okay, and this is my iPad stand, which you can see in the carousel. This is a live demonstration of it. Again, for those who were with me earlier, I will be making videos to describe everything, but this is actually 5 foot high iPad stand, which means that you can actually use it anywhere on your premises. If you've got an iPad with 4G, then you can use it anywhere. But is this a stand for your iPad? I'm going to be broadcasting on Be Live Mobile using this in the coming weeks, and I'm going to do a video which allows me to show it to you. I mean, it clamps your iPad. Okay, it's end of demonstration, I think. Yeah, I'll show you that another time. Okay, I need to do something. Okay, it's in kit form. That's my excuse. I need to put it together yet. Okay. So I want to tell you how I'm actually broadcasting here today. One of my projects is the ability to broadcast live to your website. Okay. In days gone by, last say 6 months ago, it was very expensive. Now it is cost effective as part of your advertising budget to go live on your website. You should go live on your website, not Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, etc. You should always go live on Amazon Live, of course, but you should go live to your website. Your website is where you want people to go. It's why we network. We want to get people to know, like, and trust us in the hope they'll go to our website. What if you actually bring everybody into your website with your live broadcast and you say to people, I am live on my website. This is the fixed link. You can watch me live there. You can comment. Oh, by the way, you can look at my blogs. You can read my blogs while you're listening to me. And I've got a shop and you can visit the shop and see what I've got in the shop. Driving traffic to your website should be a project for the rest of 2021, 2022. Because if you can get a loyal audience watching you live on your website, they're actually reading about you, they're learning about you, they're watching your videos live, they're watching the replays, and they will visit the shop out of curiosity. How do you get them there? How do you get people from my studio now to a website? What I'm going to do is I'm going to share screen. So forgive me for a moment while I set this up. And I'm going to share. This is all in a Chrome tab. And I'm going to come back to me. If I can, where am I? Right, I found me. I disappeared for a moment then. Okay, I'm going to bring that up on screen. Now, from my studio, now, I am broadcasting, don't need the reminder, I am broadcasting to this website. This website is a website called, I'll find it for you, just give me a second. If you want to know what you're looking at. This is OneStream Live. And OneStream Live has one purpose in life. Okay, let me show you. Okay, if you want to go full screen, then do. I'm going to take that off, but this is, well, I'm going to leave that on. This is OneStream Live. And if we go to the top of the page, you can see me. Okay, so the signal goes from my studio to this website, which is the OneStream Live website. And if I put my hands up, you'll see my hands go up in a second. Yeah. And there's a delay, processing delay. So what you're seeing now is 30 seconds behind. Yeah. But from here, I'm broadcasting to Amazon Live. Okay. So that's my Amazon Live setup. But I'm also broadcasting to, and I'm going to come back to me again. I'm also broadcasting to, I want to share screen. So if I go for share screen again, this is a world first, by the way, if you're watching. This has not been done before anywhere. I'm going to bring in a second tab. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can bring the second tab up on screen. I can show you exactly what's happening. Just give me a moment. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. Okay, and I should still be here. I'm going to make one further change because I just like to change the way that the screen looks. I'm sorry for the bald paint, but that's me. Okay, in a second you'll be able to see a bit clearer. Okay, so graphically, the signal is going from my studio to OneStream Live, which is the top of the screen. Yeah. Underneath that is my website. This is my WordPress website. And we are live on that website now, I promise you. And it's because I broadcast from my studio to OneStream. OneStream sends a signal out. I'm going to show you the signal. And I'm going to just hide something. I'll hide that first. But I do want to show you, if I go here, okay, if I scroll up, then you can see that that is me live and me live. Okay, so that's the broadcast going to the OneStream browser. Now, in order for this to work, I'll come back to me if I can find me. I'm live here. You can see me. I'm live on my website. I'm live on Amazon Live. All this is possible. All this is affordable in terms of an advertising budget. If you want to broadcast on your website, now you can. The cost is from $50 a month. Yeah. And you can go from your studio to OneStream Live and then to your website. And you can get people watching you on your website. And let's say this has got to be a project for 2021, 2022. Bring people to your website. The technology is there. It's affordable. Now, I just put those in the background for a moment. I'm going to stop sharing. Come back to me because you've seen the back end. You've seen the back end, so that's okay. Okay, so I'm not sharing anymore. So if you saw it, good. I will. I've got several videos about OneStream, which are on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, you type Stephen Healy and OneStream Live, then you're able to find out exactly how it works. I'm giving you the Cook's tour, the 64,000 foot view at the moment. We can go right down to ground level if you hop over to YouTube and actually check out the video that's over there. Yeah. Now, I'm a great believer in website broadcasting. Broadcasting to your website is easy, step by step. No complicated things. If you can broadcast live, you can broadcast live to your website. Yeah. And I've got videos on YouTube, step-by-step guides, which actually take you through how to do it. The technology just amazes me that I can go live to OneStream, and then from OneStream, I can go to Amazon Live, which is what I'm doing today. Okay. And I can also go live to my website at the same time. I could also go live, if I'd wanted to YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and other places. Yeah. I could be live in 30 different places now. We have the technology to do that. The price of it has dropped dramatically in the last 6 months. And it is, if you're doing this for business, then it's an affordable business expense. You can go live 24/7, broadcasting about your business, about your cause. Ideal for charities, because if you think about it, it's just occurred to me, help, I just had an idea. If you are a charity, if you represent a charity, basically what you want people to do is actually visit your website, because that's where they make the donations. Yeah, you've got a giving page on your charity website, and you want to attract people to it. Live video is the best way to attract people to your website. Yeah, more people watch live video than well, it's the most consumed piece of content on Facebook. That's a fact. Okay, video is the most important part of Facebook. But if you've got a cause or a charity and you want people, if you're raising money for somebody, then you could actually go live on the web page and you can answer the questions that people have live. You can tell the story live. The replay can be on the same web page so that people visiting later can actually watch it. That's put an idea into my head. I will chase that one up, and I will find, if you know of a charity who could benefit from having live video on their webpage, then do let me know. Okay, I will do my utmost to help them set up live video on their webpage. Okay, and we can't do it totally for free. There's no fee from me, by the way. but I just want to bring up a graphic and take myself off full screen. Okay, so if you find me, I talk about broadcasting systems, mobile broadcasting, content delivery networks, we've just spoken about, broadcasting equipment, green screens, and HTML5 players, which is what you saw on the web page just now. Okay, so that's basically my areas of expertise are my live video areas of expertise are all the aforementioned. And if you've got questions about any part of it, then all you need to do is to drop something in the chat, or you can contact me anyway. You can contact me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. But for the moment, we're on Amazon Live. And I do want to say thank you for actually watching live. And you saw the tablet floor stand a moment ago. And I think I actually have, I mentioned this earlier. It's come back to me for a second. I mentioned the iPad earlier. Since 2005, and it's down the carousel, this is highlighted, and this is it. Since 2005, I've been a Windows guy. Okay, I've been with Windows since Windows 3.1 or 95, wherever you want to go. And my phone has always been, my trusty phone in its case, has always been an Android phone. Yeah. I haven't had Apple Kit since the iPod. That's a while ago, isn't it? This is iPod generation 1. This is not the up-to-date generation. But in order to be on Amazon Live today, I had to invest in an iPad and I got it from Amazon, of course. And it's the best piece of kit I've seen for ages. It is so fast, so intuitive. I'm blown away. I love my iPad. There, I've said it. As a Windows man, I've actually said I love my iPad on air, live. You heard it, and I do. This is not without. I mean, I love tech, but the iPad it's just an awesome piece of kit. I only got the Wi-Fi version because I only used it around the house. But I'm thinking now, should my next phone, and this is something you can help me with, should my next phone be the new Apple iPhone? And I've checked out the specs on this and it rocks. Yeah. My mobile just sort of, yeah. But I also got, I could get a refurbished Apple phone. And that's what Marco Nova did. In order to go live here, he got a refurbished Apple phone. But also, in addition to that, I could actually get, and it is in my carousel, I know it's somewhere. If you find it before I do, yeah, I could get a Google Pixel. Yeah. We're so spoiled. Mobile phones these days. We're so spoiled for a choice. We can go Apple, we can go Google Pixel, we could go Samsung, we can go many different phones. I nearly said the H word then. So we've got so many choices in terms of phones, but I welcome your comments on which phone you prefer to use. Again, if you're watching me live and you are listening, then please do type in the comments and say hello. Basically, I, as you heard earlier, I blab for Britain. I'm on show 293 this week of a long-running British program, which goes out at 5 a.m. Eastern on a Thursday. We talk about the UK news. So I'm happy to talk anything. And if you've got any questions, then please do ask. Other than that, during these broadcasts, I'm going to show you the technology that I'm interested in. We looked at the topics that I'm interested in. The next thing, if I come back over here, I just want to take you through. I'm going to hide that one. I'm going to go picture in picture. These are the broadcasting systems which basically are in the market at the moment. I'm going to shrink myself for a moment, if you don't mind. I want to shrink. I'm going to go smaller. Okay. So I'm now smaller, which means that you can see everything, which is good. Right, broadcasting systems. You watching Be Live today, the one in the top left, be.live. If you type it into your Chrome browser, you go straight there. You're going to try on StreamYard. Again, type StreamYard, you get a trial. Type restream.io and you get a trial. These are a melon. BeLive's around since 2016. StreamYard came 2017-18. Restream came 2020. Melon came late 2020-21. Those are 4 chargeable systems. When you start your journey in live broadcasting, you need a studio. Okay, now you've seen how the BeLive studio works today. I've been able to go full screen. I've been able to show images. I've been able to play video. I can play YouTube video. StreamYard is a good piece of software. Okay, Restream. I followed Restream's journey since they started their studio in April 2020 with Marco Novo. He's a fellow Amazon Live broadcaster, and he and I broadcast together every Wednesday on restream.io. And that's simply because you can have 10 people on screen and you can go out to multiple destinations. With restream.io, you can also broadcast to Amazon Live too, as you can with Melon. Melon, relative newcomer. It is actually a team from Streamlabs, if you know Slobs, as it's called. Streamlabs. Melon are coming with quite a good product. It's improving all the time. Now, in the third world, we're very fortunate to be able to afford the $25, $30 a month for broadcasting. In other countries around the globe, though, paying for broadcasting is not an option, which is why, and I wish I could, what can I do here? I'm going to go side by side. Okay. OBS Ninja is a multi-user, a multi-seat version of OBS. It's OBS, and then you add the Ninja bit on. And the Ninja bit is being able to have several people on screen. Okay, now it's not out the box like BeLive, StreamYard, Restream, and Melon. You just turn up, plug in your camera, plug in your microphone, job done. There's a bit of work to do. You have to learn all about the software. But I do have videos on YouTube, and if you type in my name, you'll get the videos on YouTube. The other one, which is totally free, and it is a similar system to BeLive, StreamYard, and Restream, and Melon. You can just turn up, plug in your camera, plug in your microphone, and Apps TV is totally free. And you just go to your Chrome browser, type in apps.tv, and that will find apps.tv. Sign up and just go live. It is totally free. It started off being a system for journalists to actually keep in touch, and then it's grown ever since. Very professional setup now. And apps.tv is a way to broadcast live, several people on screen at no cost. So just try it out. I mean, you'll find me on there. You'll find a lot of my friends on there as well. I don't broadcast from there on a regular basis, but I know of it and I have used it. I can say that it is good. Okay, you'll find me during the course of any week. You'll find me on BeLive, Restream. That's it. Stick to what you know. I've stuck to those 2, but I do know them all. And if you've got any questions about any of them, then please do ask. Okay, now I just want to find one more picture, and I want that one. Okay, I'm going to hide that one. Right, we spoke a moment ago about broadcasting to your website. You need to be able, and I'm a WordPress guy. You need an embeddable HTML5 video player. Without it, you can't broadcast to your website, broadcast live to your website. You could put a YouTube link in, but that's not quite the same. Okay, if you want to go direct from your studio, and it's one of the 6 we saw earlier, then what you actually want to do is to use a content delivery network. Now, the one that I'm using today, this what you're watching now is OneStream Live at work. This is OneStream.live, actually physically working, broadcasting to Amazon Live, broadcasting to my website, and broadcasting to Facebook. Yeah? It takes my content. I send it one signal. it takes that signal that way. It takes that signal and it sends it out to Amazon Live. Sorry for pointing. Sends it out to Amazon Live, to my website, to Facebook. Yeah, wherever I tell it, and I can switch it on and off, and it just simply works. It's just a transmission. Or it's only got one job. You send it a signal. Yeah. And it then splits it into more signals to send them out to 10, 20, 30 different places. Yeah. So whilst you're doing one live show, you're being seen in 30 different web social media sites, some of which could be your own webpage. So instead of broadcasting to an audience on Facebook where people have got to log in, instead of broadcasting to YouTube where people don't have to log in, you've got a choice. OneStream Live gives you that choice. You can actually broadcast to any social media account you own using OneStream Live. And it's so simple and straightforward to do. I'm going to do a video about connecting. I've been asked by OneStream Live to do a video about how to use OneStream Live to broadcast on Amazon Live. That is my job for tomorrow. Job for Tuesday is to create a video for OneStream Live, which shows the broadcasting from BeLive to OneStream Live and from OneStream Live out to Amazon Live and out to the destination as well. Today's been a world first. This is quite probably the first time that OneStream Live has been used directly to go to Amazon Live. So you're watching a piece of history, broadcasting history. I love experimenting. Not so much when I'm going live. Well, yeah, no, that's not true. I experiment when I go live. And I know I test beforehand. I mean, I do test. I did a test run to make sure that OneStream talked to Amazon Live. I had to change the baud rate from 2500 to 2800, but that's the only change I made from the defaults. And now whenever I want to go live on Amazon Live, I can just do it. I don't need to set anything up. The settings in OneStream Live are permanent. So the only thing I need to change from now on, thank you, OneStream Live, is my settings in the studio here. Yeah, I need to set the studio. Well, I don't need to change those either. I could actually forever and a day just use my studio and go to OneStream Live. Now there's a thought. And from OneStream Live, I go to the internet is a fascinating place, but you need one of these to go to your website. You need OneStream. I got off tangent then. You need OneStream, Caster.io, or Switchboard Live. And I'll go through all those. I mean, Monday and Thursday is lights, camera, action with me. And if you join me any Monday or any Thursday, then you will learn more about lights, camera, and action. Okay. And that comes from the old filmmaking days where they were on set and they used to say lights, camera, action. Okay. They don't do that anymore. I don't think so. They've still got flipper boards. So I'm all about live broadcasting. I'm all about the hardware we need. I'm all about using the best kit that's available on Amazon. And okay, now I'm big also. Let's clear the decks. I'm going to hide that. I'm going to take that off screen so that we are back to me. I'm all about everything having, sorry, excuse me, everything having a case. My mobile's got a very good case. And the case that's down in the carousel now is for my Microsoft Surface Book 2, and it does the job. Okay. Always when you buy a piece of kit, buy a case. Okay. It's just, I've learned the hard way that everything needs a case. Okay. So carousel wise, I found the Fitbit. Okay, I said earlier, I'll do a lot of walking about, and Fitbit, which is in the carousel at the moment, It's absolutely brilliant for keeping track of everything. And okay, so I'm going to put that down. Right. I think I'm just going to check my agenda. Right. Okay. It's been my pleasure to actually broadcast today on Amazon Live. I want to say thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you join me later in the week. Don't forget, you press the follow button if you enjoyed this broadcast. And I will see you again tomorrow. I'm live at 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Totally different topic. We're traveling the UK and we're traveling historic United States sites as well. We've got a National Trust in England. We've got a National Trust in America. I'm going to be following the National Trust in America tomorrow, and I'm going to be discovering places in the USA which are going to go on my bucket list. So when I come across the States, I know where to visit. If you have any ideas on that, then please do let me know. So this has been Stephen in Wiltshire, England. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye for now. Bye.